Well, good morning, everybody. I was out here tending to the garden this morning, and I remembered that I needed to harvest some of these walking onions so I could transplant them. And I just stepped on one that was coming out of this bucket right here. That's 3 little bulbs. That's 3 little starter plants for onions. And I've got lucky here messing with my tripod. But I got me a bucket here. I'm going to put all my little starters in. And I've got way more, I know, than I can plant. But I need to harvest some of them, because if I don't, they're going to end up growing on the ground. And I keep putting it off because I find other stuff I need to do, but I really need to get this done for now. And you can eat these little onions. You can put them in a blender and chop them up and use them just like any other onion. But I'm going to start another pot or two. See, it sent off that shoot, and it started growing, and it put off another bunch right there. Little starter onions. So if once you plant, Egyptian walking onions are a little bit expensive to buy at first, but once you plant them and you let them produce starter bulbs, you'll never worry about buying onions again. You can always just replant your walking onions. You can harvest maybe your oldest ones. To eat. Like this is the very first pot I ever planted. So the root of the onion is getting pretty big. Hot out here. It's only about 9 o'clock so far. That thing growing in there. We don't need a weed in there. I mean, look at that. I've already got plant green tops growing out of them. got all those starter plants from that. How did I miss those right in front of my face? Whew. And they're producing more, so they're not done yet. But what I think I'm going to do is start eating these onions because these are the oldest. You know, pull up the root and everything. And each year as they produce bulbs, I'll start new pots. So I'm always going to have onions. And you know what? I didn't get let's get this over here. I didn't get water to those squash right there. Or compost too. Let me get a bucket and dip in the pot. We're in the container over here. You can see what I'm doing. And I've got all kind of potato peelings, all kind of stuff in that tub, making compost tea. Well, something was wrong when I saw it wilting down. I said it shouldn't be wilting down. Now we'll go over here and plant our onions. Let me close this tripod up. I keep tripping on it, hitting it with my foot. Just kicked it again. Whew. But onions need sun. They don't mind a little shade, but they do like sun. That's one reason I planted my onions here. And since I pull my garlic up out of here, I'm going to go ahead and replant this with walking onions. But like I said, I've got way too many just to plant in this one bucket or tote. I mean, that's a whole clump of them right there, but I can plant them like that. It's not a problem. And look at this. There's 3 bulbs in this one little clump, and they're already onion starters. They've already got tops on them. See if you can see over here. And later on, you know, I'll be pulling these out and I can plant something else over there. But look at this. one little clump started producing another clump. But you just break them apart to make individual onions and plant your individual onions. So just plant them like you would any other onion. Leave a little bit of a top sticking up. And there's a whole clump there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's at least 10 onion sets right there. So you can see, you'll have all the onions you ever wanted if you just plant you some walking onions, Egyptian walking onions. And I'm planting them a little thick just in case some of them don't make it. Because they're like anything else, some of them may not make it, the other ones will and thrive. Whew. Goodness gracious. And that's all there is to planting Egyptian walking onions. Whew. Sweating like crazy, y'all. Plant some of the rest of these and then I'm going in the house to cool off. I had some bees over here this morning. Oh, let me get this camera. I didn't wear my bandana. And it's getting hot enough. Now I'm paying for it. But I don't have anything planted in here. And since I've got a marigold and sunflowers, I should probably just pull these sunflowers out. They're not doing anything. I disturbed their roots too much when I dug the potatoes, I think. I think I'm going to go ahead and stake this big sunflower up the best I can. It's trying to fall over. There. That one needs to be staked up with something. Because it looks like it wants to fall over. It's going to be top heavy because it's going to have a bunch of flowers on it up there. So, and that's the one I got my potatoes planted in. But you can see I haven't even touched the little bulbs that I can plant yet. I mean, I still got tons of them. Just from the one walking onion plant over there. Or the one tub, not the one plant. I got rid of a yellow jacket nest this morning. I thought it was bees at first, but it was yellow jackets. And I didn't get stung, thank goodness. Ooh. Look at that onion. It's a whole onion. Look at that. This one is too. The plant and all. But it came right off of that one onion plant over there that was producing babies. And remember, you know, I've already amended the soil with topsoil, cow manure, ground mushrooms. And I'll start watering with compost tea that has fish emulsion and stuff in it, you know, like Epsom salts, fish emulsion, worm castings, that type of thing. But I started out with just like 12 or 15 little bulbs, and I planted in that one pot over there. And now I've got so many walking onions, it's ridiculous. But like I said, I'm going to start eating the oldest ones and then rotate around. That way you don't have to buy onions. Unless there's an onion you want that you're not growing. So and you don't have to plant them deep at all. Just barely get the bulb under the dirt. Trying to get this so you can see over here. Yeah, and I'm putting them right in here with my kale. The kale doesn't seem to want to do too good over here. But I'm pretty sure the walking onions will. Y'all know I love onions. So I gotta plant me onions. See that clump? There's 4 onions right there. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll try them over here and see how they do. That's a nice bunch right there. Little cluster. Just break them apart. Had another one growing from it. That's that one back there. Don't really know where to put my bucket here. But my squash don't like the heat. It's died. that should do it for that pot. I think that's going to do it for planting them out here. These things get pretty big, so I don't think I'm going to, they look pretty healthy, so I'm not going to plant in there. And I want to show you the seeds in this sunflower. The birds didn't get them yet. Look at this. But look at all the seeds, y'all. Come out of that one flower. So I'm going to hold them. And that's what I wanted to show you, is just how to plant the Egyptian walking onions. If you plant them, you'll always have onions. And my AC's running, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video, go in the house, cool off, fix me some breakfast, a late breakfast. I've not even had my coffee yet, y'all. But get you some walking onions. They're a little expensive to get the first little bunch, a little handful, maybe $15, $20, depending on where you buy them. But you see what they'll produce, so you don't go wrong. I got lucky walking around the tripod. But anyway, whew, I gotta go in there, shower, fix me some breakfast, late lunch, no, early lunch, late breakfast, find a container to put my little sunflower seeds in, and do something with these walking onions. And I'll see you on my next one. Bye now.